Welcome to Hershey's, Pennsylvania.
Step inside a sweet experience for your senses, where there's chocolate in the air and dessert is always on the menu.
So we're in Hershey World here. And Hershey Park. You got a big roller coaster park, water, all that stuff over there. So it's kind of a lot to do here actually. It's pretty neat little place. We did a ride, historical tram ride today, and now just kind of checking the whole place out. It's kind of fun. Anyways, check it out. I'll see you guys later.
So let's unwrap your chocolate adventure with Chocolate Worlds. Let's sip milkshakes, become a chocolatier, and be a kid in a candy store. Take a trip on the completely reimagined Hershey's Chocolate Tour. The ride is free. Learn and see how chocolate is made.
The conching process mixes and heats the chocolate, developing the rich flavor and color. Heavy rollers smooth out the refined crumb until it reaches the silky liquid texture of vanilla. This brings out the chocolate's rich taste and creamy texture, and of course, that wonderful smell. We feed the chocolate crumb through steel rollers that grind and refine the chocolate until it reaches a smooth, uniform.
Seated until the door opens, and watch your step onto the moving platform. And enjoy the rest of your day here at Hershey's Chocolate World. So long, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
In the store, you will need at least 2 hours to see it all. You will find free chocolate making ride, make your own chocolate bar, there's a 90-minute trolley tour around Hershey, and a 4D movie, and this is only at Hershey's Chocolate World. The Hershey's Park is completely separate. Fun fact, Hershey's plant uses about 700,000 quarts of milk each day. They puts out 60 million Hershey Kisses each day, and Hershey Chocolate is the largest single user of almonds in the country. We took the historical trolley tour. They have knowledgeable conductors that takes you through the Hershey of today. Then they jump back all the way to a time before there was a town, before a chocolate factory, or even chocolate in America for that matter.
Very famous in front of this building. On September the 2nd, 1945, that's the day of World War II, and he walks out of the front of this building right here with a friend of his, and they overlook the town that he built that celebrated the end of the war that day. And he says to his friend, he hopes that one day one of his boys, this was still a boys' school in 1945, can walk off this hill, come into his town, and run his chocolate company. Well, guess what? In the history of this school, 14 boys and now 4 girls have indeed walked off this hill, come into his town and run major portions of the Hershey Company, the Hershey Entertainment Corporation that runs all the recreation here, and the last 3 presidents of this school, including the current one, have all been graduates of the school.
When you drive around downtown Hershey, you can see these 2 famous smokestacks from miles away.
In Hershey, Pennsylvania, and we're driving down, going toward the downtown. You could see all the little kisses that are their lights, which is, I thought was pretty cool. Yesterday we took a historical trolley ride, which they drove you around the town, telling you a little bit about Mr. Hershey and how he started, and how he lived his life, and he really put and built this city. Did you like the trolley ride?
Yeah, the trolley ride was nice. Pretty interesting.
What was the interesting part that I found was how they didn't have kids of their own, but he had like I wouldn't call it an orphan, but maybe it's called
he has schools here for the underprivileged children, and then he basically adopted all of them, the school kids, as that's what he left his money to, is the school. And so they carry on the business.
Yeah, so they have they get like 4,000 applications a year. Then they bring that down to 1,000, and I believe 600. I'll get the real numbers, but of how many actually comes here. The grade is from elementary all the way up to high school, and once you're in, it doesn't matter, because how you qualify is it has to be a single parent, and they have to make less than $24,000 a year. So it doesn't matter after the kid is in. It's almost like a boarding school, huh? Because they offer them a regular house, and the house is like what you see here on the right, and it's called a parent. You know, a young couple will stay there and they will take care of the kids. It originally was just for boys, but now we hear that they opened it up for both boys and girls, and it still goes on today. They walk away with a scholarship, and some of them really are back into this business of the corporation running it. We just thought it was a little bit of history, a little bit of interesting of how it was all done.
So, that's it for this week's video. So come along with us to see where our travels take us next week.